But for now, we get the very short cringing with David, and then we'll call it a night.
Well, folks, this Saturday at 8:30 p.m., a historic event shall occur. Namely, we are all going to witness the jump the shark moment for
Thanks,
both
Catboy.
climate change and COVID-19. You see, Earth Hour 2021 is going electric. No, I swear, I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. Earth Hour.
This year, amidst the current global circumstances, in addition to switching off your lights, we also invite you to raise awareness and create the same unmissable sight online so that the world sees our planet, the issues we face, and our place within it in a new light. I am curious. I want to read this paragraph in context. Over the years, the light off moment saw entire streets, buildings, landmarks, and city skylines go dark, an unmissable sight that drew public attention to nature loss and the climate crisis. This year, amidst the current global circumstances, in addition to switching off your lights, we also invite you to go online, whatever. How? It's simple. On the night of Earth Hour, March 27th, we'll be posting a must-watch video on all our social media pages, and all you have to do is share it. Share it to your stories or to your wall, retweet it, send it via DM, tag friends in the comments. The choice is yours.
So you don't necessarily have to have it up during the actual hour. Okay, I see what it is.
Well, when is the hour?
It's, if I remember correctly, it's like 8 p.m., something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 8 p.m. That's what it was.
Yeah, so like the operative language there is on the night of Earth Hour. So it's not saying during Earth Hour.
Yeah, they probably share it at 3 p.m. or even 7 p.m. and they're like, share it right before it happens. And then you can fucking turn all your shit off. Like, big deal.
Yeah, so let's see where David Menzies goes with this.
No, I swear, I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. Earth Hour 2021 is actually going to be anti-Earth Hour. You know, nobody I know celebrates Earth Hour.
I love that stock footage.
That's those 60 minutes on the last Saturday in March in which we are all supposed to pull the plug on civilization and freeze in the dark. Yeah, let's save the planet. Well, for an hour at least, as we party like it's 1699. You may remember I tried complying with this.
What, like, did you notice that weird zoom in cut?
99. You may remember I tried.
we need a closer David Menzies.
Yeah, I just wanted to applaud him for his commitment to looking like Will Ferrell and Zoolander. Like, he continues to to rock that hairstyle.
He's almost like Steve Brule from Brule's Rules. He just needs to be a little bit more disheveled.
Complying with this nonsense last year, going deep into the forest so I wouldn't be distracted by any ambient light, thanks to all those selfish bastards watching Hockey Night in Canada during sacred Earth Hour. It didn't go too well.
Okay, folks, I hope you can see me. The candle's lit, and it's very, very quiet in here. But as long as I have this candle lit, I can see, well, a few inches in front of me, and it'll keep me warm, I hope.
How the fuck did you film that, bitch?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, he's got his microphone right in the screen recording his voice. But what, like, the bit isn't even that funny. And the fake, like, thing, and the growl, and the scream, or whatever.
It would have been funnier if he was I won't say it, never mind.
If he was actually eaten by a bear?
Yeah. I didn't want to, like... Yeah, I know. I was like, I don't want to come across like I'm threatening the truth. But...
Are you kidding me,
man? What the fuck is this? Are you kidding me?
It's like Leonardo DiCaprio from The Revenant.
Yeah, or like the Lost Grizzly Man tapes.
Oh god, that is terrible. Like that one, for anyone who's seen the Grizzly Bear documentary, and like the one dude listens to the tapes on the headphones and then hands it back to the guy and goes, "Never share this with anyone."
Yeah, delete that.
Yeah. Oh, David.
Fun, wow. But here's the deal.
Fun, like, has he never heard of camping? Like, it's like, what are you talking about? And what's wrong with just like acknowledging something by like shutting? Like, I don't. I mean, it just seems to be like environmentalism bad. That's the whole thing here. So if the environmentalists tell you to do something and are organizing around a day of solidarity on an issue, then like bad. That's the whole thing here.
Listen, Jody, if he is going camping, he is going with a gas-powered generator.
Yeah. I just booked camping. I hope by the time the day comes that I'll be able to go if COVID hasn't canceled all the parks. I need to get out into the woods and have my Earth hour. Earth 3 nights. It's a 3-night camping trip.
Just don't get mauled by the fake bear that attacked him.
Yeah. Well, we'll be going where there's real black bears. Here's the thing: is I've gone camping so many times up north, never seen a black bear. I've never even seen a moose. I've tried so hard to just see a majestic moose in its natural habitat, and I have not.
You've never seen a black bear, period, or just while camping?
Period. Well, going
Really?
up north, yeah, I've just never
Go to a
crossed
garbage
paths.
dump.
Well, I mean, I could. That just seems artificial to me. I mean, like, yeah, sure, I could go to a garbage dump up north and like find that shit. And I might
They're
have seen it as a
happy.
kid. I have like a vague memory, but I don't know. There's this movie called The Great Outdoors with John Candy, and there's like a scene where they go to a garbage dump and they watch the bears eating the garbage. And so I don't know to what extent my memory of some sort of childhood experience is actually me just misremembering my life as part of that movie. I don't know if any of you have a similar relatable experience.
I have a moose story, but I'll tell it to you after we're off this or off Twitch because
Why
it's
did
a long
someone
one.
have sex with the moose?
I don't want to out myself, Jody. Just keep it down.
No, I've tried so hard to see a moose, and it's never happened. The one time I've seen a bear out in the wild was when we went to California on our honeymoon, and we saw a bear up in the Sierra Mountain. But it was like a brown bear. Still, like brown bears, black bears are pretty much the same kind of bear. But I haven't seen one beyond that. That was the only time I've seen a bear in the wild.
2021. Because of the Wuhan virus, the cult of Greta Thunberg wants you to ramp up the power this year. You see, due to COVID protocols, we still can't gather outdoors. That would be a super spreader event. So the Earth Hour folk, well, they want you to switch on. They actually use those words when it comes to their Earth Hour 2021 guidelines. Quote, this year, Earth Hour is all about staying in touch via whatever virtual space works for you. COVID-19 has highlighted many challenges our world is facing, but Earth Hour is all about standing together in unity and showing that we care about our natural world, end quote.
So, like, but if you go back again, I think the first little bit says, like,
and showing that,
like, the part that they don't highlight goes, no, it's not about turning the lights on. You can still join a big switch off. But, so what they're saying is, like, on the off time, like, share some images and shit. But, like, during the Earth Hour, yeah, shut your stuff off.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's become. I was actually talking to a coworker about this on my shift today because they listen to the podcast. Thank you for tuning in if you're listening. But they like it's become sort of a rebel meme where they highlight all this shit, but they leave all the other pertinent information up on the screen. Where you can be like, no, motherfucker, that counteracts everything you said. It literally says it's not about turning the lights on. Share all the shit at 7 and then turn it off at 8.
Yeah, I mean, all they're saying is, like, in tandem with the thing that we're doing, you can do this other thing when it's done by sharing gifts and shit. Which is, like, because here's the thing, it's, like, part of, like, what Earth Hour is, like, okay, like, you've achieved your hour. Maybe they want to say, like, yeah, stay off your phones. But they know well that, like, people are gonna do their thing and use their devices and shit. Like, people aren't just gonna be like, oh, Earth Hour has taught me. I've learned the lesson. I'm never going to use my cell phone ever again.
Like, do you think that maybe they are misconstruing what they mean by virtual space? Like, when I see virtual space, and this is largely this past year in COVID influencing this, I think Zoom or like a video conference. But what they mean, obviously, in the context that they're saying here is like, in these various groups or in your online communities or online writ large. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean go on a Zoom call from 8 to 9 and share a bunch of Earth Hour gifts. It means no, like just share a
how
bunch.
many Zoom meetings do you share gifts in?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to be charitable here. I don't know why the fuck I am doing that, but like I'm trying to see it through his eyes. It is very fucking difficult. His life.
I feel like you're right. I feel like he's reading this as if during the Earth Hour you're gonna get in a Zoom meeting with your friends or some shit like this to talk about how lovely Earth Hour is. But that is again not at all what's happening. Sorry, Vienna.
These anarchists claim to be environmentalists, and yet they use gas to build their petrol bombs.
Yes. I still remember we did a protest on campus one time, and the Young Communist League showed up to the protest, which is fine. Welcome all lefties of any stripes to come by. And one of the young communists had a Tim Hortons coffee in their hands. And the student, so this was at Western University, and one of the student newspaper journalists took a picture of the person walking next to the Communist League banner. And this was, again, it was about Doug Ford's policy that was stripping speech rights from students on campus. And so we were marching saying, like, this is bad. It's going to be used as a tool to bludgeon pro-Palestinian groups and stuff like this. And we're marching, and the picture's taken. And of course, so when they write up their thing in the Gazette, which is Western University's like newspaper, the angle of the story had absolutely nothing to do with the protest and what Doug Ford was doing, which was fucking terrible. It should be terrible regardless of where you are on the political spectrum, but it was terrible nonetheless. And the whole focus of the story was on how communists are bad. And there were several people that like commented on the article that were all like, oh, sure, he's a communist, but he's drinking Tim Hortons. Where did you go to your capitalist establishment to get your Tim Hortons cup, you communist? Like, as if people don't have to go to a store to eat food in a capitalistic system.
Yeah, it's that meme with the guy coming out of the well being like, curious, you participate in society and yet you criticize it.
Yes, it was exactly the meme, but unironically. And I was just like, what the hell is wrong with these people? Western University.
That we care about our natural world, end quote. Yeah, and sharing gifts requires computers. Computers that, alas, cannot run on candle power. Bottom line, folks, get your water skis primed, because when it comes to climate change propaganda and COVID-19 propaganda, this Saturday at 8:30 p.m. is indeed the jump the shark moment for the Enviro-Weenie movement. As the Fonz would say, hey! Hey,
what?
What? What did, like, he just, like, I need to throw in one more old-timey reference before we sign off of this fucking thing.
What relevance does fucking Happy Days have to this?
None whatsoever.
Don't you bring fucking Happy Days into this, David Menzies. You keep the Fonz's name out your mouth.
He's, like, forever cemented in the past.
Well, he knows his audience.
Such a weird human being. If I had an endless amount of resources, I want to study this person. I want to know what makes him tick. I want to know how he became like this. I need to research his parents, who are probably dead.
Hello, my rebels. Hello, my rebels. I'm a good boy. I'm a weirdo.